with Donald Trump a day in my life. I've never agreed with Donald Trump, but when he said Africa is a shithole.
Hey family, this is your man, not your boy. Go black to Africa. Hey, I want to respond to our sister Art Cathey last video because I put a video out and the question was, where is Art Cathey? And it seems that she's okay. Seems like that she is still herself. Seems like that she has shared where she's been and what she's going through. You know, I applaud the young lady because she's 38 years old, that she's going through a transformation of life and that she is trying to find her way. I believe that she is, going through those things, but then that irritation and irritability that she is experiencing is being in a culture shock. This is what you call culture shock. When you have a friction within you trying to deal with an environment that you are not used to. And people need to understand this. I have lived in other countries. And yes, it will have a mental effect on you. I have seen military people get stationed in these places, various places where I was stationed, and could not handle it. They had to send them back home, got kicked out the military. So everybody has a different way that a culture shock can affect you. When you're used to certain ways and styles of living, and then you go into a place that they don't have the hot water, the electricity, the means of shopping, just like I have put up another video of the couple that's in Ghana, who the husband and the wife were complaining because they didn't have the accommodation that they were used to. This is real, y'all. This is real. And we have to understand that. Now, our Cathey has stated that Africa is a shithole and she agreed with Trump. Now, we know all of Africa is not that way. Because here in America, there are shitholes in America. Y'all know. Especially if you've been to larger cities and certain spots in those cities. So we can't generalize. We have to find the areas that are conducive to what we are used to living. So I understand what our Cathey is saying, and y'all better listen to what she's saying. She is telling y'all the conditions that are in Gambia and the way she sees it. And what I seen when I was there for 4 days, and I was in all the major parts, she's about correct. It's an eye-opening experience to be in a country that really needs to be developed. But let me say this as a businessman. Our Cathey is wanting to reach out to those to come and build. Y'all know, black folk, we are not in that position to go start building. Tell me how many of y'all are in the position to go and have construction companies, have investors in place that are that you are a developer, that you have the capabilities of building water plants, electric plants. The most people that are going to Africa who are interested in what our Cathey and the Blackexpat and the Bag family are doing is just to go build their house. You are going to be around what is that we see today in the Gambia, a poor way of living. When people are saying we need to come here, y'all, to build up Gambia, it's not going to happen from us. That happens from the government. If you think your small business is going to go there to build up with your beauty shop, your ice cream shop, your little food restaurants, or your little business that you're going to do, that's not building up Gambia. They need developers and engineers. They need people who are on a higher and bigger scale. These are big time investors with billions of dollars who would have to come in and do these huge projects. Not the average people who have now been moving over to Gambia. These are people just going to buy their land and build their house. That as far as it goes. And maybe do a business or two. These are not people in huge constructions and have all these connections to come in. You got to, number one, get the permission of the government first and foremost. So we need to get out of that way of that thinking. And I know I'm a little riled up because it concerns me when I'm seeing people are being set into places and might find themselves in a harm's way. Because I know there are people putting their money together, scraping up their pennies and getting motivated to go move based upon people's perception. And we all have different perceptions. We got to wake up, y'all. Look, you got to have a reliable sources to be able to give you things accurately. And I believe Art Cathey have given close to a good perception of what Gambia is like. But that is not all Africa. You have to ask, why are people going to Gambia? Some people just don't have the money to go to other countries that might be a higher cost of living. Their money can probably only go so far. Now, for me, let me say this right here. If you are upper class or middle upper class and above, the Gambia is not for you. You can be in Ghana and live at a lower income. They got areas there in Ghana. You got the Kumasi area, the Tima area, you got the Elmina area. If you want a lower, but still in an environment that has a large city like Ghana, you have it. But to go into Gambia, the smiling coast, the people just lay back. The government hasn't made no headway. They're the ones who make that decision. How are we going to go into Gambia to try to make a change? You got to connect with the government for that. You just can't be going to, okay, I'm going to bring my bulldozers over and start digging roads and say, I'm going to go ahead and make the sewer system better. When you know most of y'all out there barely have enough money to make yourself last a year. Hence, why are people going to Gambia? I've been around the block or two. I've been around several times. And I've probably ventured out and around this land than the majority of people out here. Especially in the black community. And I'm going to speak from experience. I'm going to throw my military experience in. I'm going to throw my personal experience in to let y'all know some of my truths. Y'all, we got to stop following everybody. We got to stop. We got to pay attention to the surroundings. You got to be able to assess an environment. You got to do your homework and see the directions what governments are going towards. You got to see who are friend and foe with these government people. You got to see how do these countries sustain themselves. You got to see what threat are posed up against these countries. If you're not doing your homework there and you thinking that you can buy land for free, you might be setting yourself up. I am going to post the truth. People want to think that, I might be gossiping and doing Art Cathey or the Bag family and all that right there, trying to get followers and say, look, I ain't trying to get no followers. No. My channel, you're going to get the facts. I don't need your money. I don't need your following. I don't need your thumbs up. I don't need nothing from you. What I need from you is only for you to pay attention and listen. Because when I go on my trip next month, on the end of this month, I am going to be uploading stuff for you to see what's going on. You can follow all you want. I had a comment that a guy said, "Oh, you're just trying to get subscribers and you're trying to make the money from YouTube." Look, I'm probably going to be the first guy you ever hear to say, "I don't need no more money. I don't need no more money. I'm fine. I'm good to the day I die." That's for real, for real. I didn't make my wealth out of the military. I made my wealth out of my businesses. And if you want a sound-minded person who's got their act together, who's mature and grown up, and got all those phases of life of where you think that you know it all and you want to be right, and you're trying to go ahead and belittle people and kick people to the side and all that right there. Look, let me just tell you, I had to go through those growth pains too. But why can I alert my people? Africa is beautiful. All of Africa. You got your good and your bad everywhere. But when you're having people strumming up some energy that people don't like, you got to be aware. When Cathey is telling you that y'all ain't ready for this, which I'm trying to figure out what is her angle then. You're trying to tell people to come over and check out Gambia. We got to come and build. But then in the same breath, you're tearing it down. Where does that leave you at? But she's telling you her facts. I was there, muddy roads. There are people there that, yes, that only have a small little means of living in small huts, living on mattress on the floor. That happens. But that's not everybody. It's probably a lot of people. The average person's probably making up to $2 a day. That's what she said. That is true.
And to extend the opportunity for people for the reality of repatriation. This ain't about coming out here to meet YouTubers and stuff like that. Girl, no, like, I'm trying to get you ready so you don't even come out here with your head in the clouds about this dating thing. Like, that's even gonna blow your mind, the level of desperation and the level of filth that you have to see people in. And you talk about you want to come out here and goddamn lay up with somebody. We need to help them up first before we want to lay up with somebody. That's the first thing. Forget what I said in the past, because some of my videos was real nice and cool and easy, but you got to allow people to evolve and their narrative to evolve. I was telling y'all back then, yes, our African brothers are great, but don't come out here with that novelty shit. And you definitely don't need to come out here now. You see how sex tourism is real here. You see the only way that that can be possible is for there to be a level of depravity and a level of futility and childishness and a docile nature amongst the people already for that to even happen. So don't you dare come out here with your DNA being a certain way. Your culture is different. Don't come out here acting like you finna pick somebody up off of a damn sponge cake mattress, because that's what's going on. Somebody in one of my videos, we were showing one of the properties, our investment property, they said great property, but wrong area. Next time, pick a better neighborhood. Girl, all this shit look fucked up. What you talking about? No, you have to be ready to be slap dab in the middle of abject poverty. That don't make my pussy wet. That ain't something that you need to be thinking about. That ain't something that the average woman, man, need to be coming here thinking about. We need to be thinking about building. Keep building with your husband. But ladies, if you single, honey, come out here. You gonna get a reality check. This is not what you want for dating. It's dust, desperation. It's a lot of dust and desperation. You see how they got to clamp on to somebody just to get clicks and likes. Look at the desperate environment that we're living in right now. It's a desperate time. It's also a time where things are being exposed, where the wheat is being separated from the chaff and the cream is rising to the top. And if you don't take this time and to really see who's rising and who's just on somebody's coattails, you better watch how people are acting. Look at the environment. Look at the state of minds of the comments that you see in these videos. We are literally like the Negroes from the future. It ain't nothing wrong with it admitting that no more. We done did this thing for almost a year now, and you've been exposed. Everybody's been exposed. The coons, the mammies, the mindset, the reality that China and the Lebanese, they're more comfortable for them being their new masters. And they got a problem with us coming over here building, got every little thing to say about us building. Even the foundation of Black Americans and Black folks back home got a problem with us building. But what I also saw, it's about economics right now. It's time to get quiet and focus on some products. Let's focus on some industries. Did you see the barbecue sauce? That's the stuff that we're doing behind the scenes. Num Num sauce. We have a partnership with them right now. In just 3-4 days, we sold 130 bottles. That's what my mind is on, because when you come out here, people are out here by the hundreds selling oranges and apples, and people asking me what job opportunities exist. Girl, you got to create them. When you see the reality that they don't have any opportunities, they looking for some every day. It's the desperation in their eyes. And you talk about what's the women like, they gonna be whatever you want them to be to get out of their desperate situation. What are the men like? They gonna be whatever you need them to be in order to get out of their desperate situation. Can we blame them when you're making 15 cents to $2 on average, maybe a day? That shouldn't turn you on. Seeing people living amongst animals and stuff like that. See, you're lying. You think you all natural, you indigenous, you were to be indigenous that bad? No, you don't. You can barely go without Wi-Fi right now. You can barely go without deodorant. Because once that first whiff hit your ass, the reality is going to set in. You'll be like, what the fuck was I doing out here? Tell people about the real realities of repatriation that they're going to want to fucking vomit every time they get in the car during rainy season. Tell them they're going to get used to what the smell of mold smells like. Tell them that they may not have ever seen what roach excrement and roach shit looks like, but you're going to start to know what roach shit looks like. Tell them the realities of repatriation. Tell them how it's going to be a huge gap in consciousness. That you think you just being you regular you, but by you being you, somebody sees you as an aristocrat, and just by you having your regular standards of wanting a hot shower, that makes you high class. Sorry. Just because you wash your ass every day and you know how to make a business, you know how to write, you got business skills, you got life skills, you got all types of skills. When you come to a one-dimensional zombie land, honey, you're going to feel like, well, damn. And you asking me about dating out here? The average woman and man has either done that shit, fucked around with white people in a sex tourism thing, or has considered it. Want to come out here and be a sugar mama and take one of these little goat boys and herd boys and sheep cattle boys and whatever it is, sleeping with the goats at night, and you want to take them and clean them all up so he can be your dembe, baby. God bless you. You can do that too.
Gotta wake up, y'all. And I'm going to keep reporting on information. And when I hear something that may not be right, or if I hear something that might be edgy, I'm going to give it on my channel. When I hear people complain or I hear people praise, I am going to share and let you know. These are the thoughts of the people. Don't take just one person's opinion. You know how it is when you go on the internet and you're looking at the reviews and you see the stars. How is it 5 stars, a 4-star? What do you listen to? Do you listen to the one person who gave the 1 star, who complained about being in a hotel because they didn't give them their baggage, or they was behind in time to give them their room, Or do you listen to the ones who are like, the rooms are clean, the hotel is clean, it's very beautiful here, and we like the place? Who do you listen to? This is your man, not your boy, giving you a little wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Go black to Africa.